side, and Chelsea have got to sort this out defensively. If they don't go into a back five, then they're going to deal with it. But at the moment, you can just see City getting more and more possession.
Two sides who are both going to be there or thereabouts come the end of these and shake-up in the Premier League. Just starting forward a little bit, one or two spaces starting to appear. Africa's got the rush
Just about offside line from really sharp there. Makes the right decision. Walker diving in. Just lazy defending in many ways.
just starting forward a little bit, one or two spaces starting to appear.
Just stay on his feet.
Sterling and then De Bruyne. Neat football in a tight space there from Manchester City. And De Bruyne's ball and straight forward for Courtois.
Two sorts of areas where you miss Aguero, and today, of course, playing with one striker. City, so many games with two. Nobody making that post to the near, that run to the near post.
Both sides missing one or two key players today. David Luiz finishing his suspension off domestically for Chelsea. Of course, no Aguero, Company or Mendy, all out for Manchester City. City have had an extra day to prepare. And they had the home game in the Champions League on Tuesday. Chelsea got back from Madrid in the early hours of Thursday morning, which has restricted Antonio Conte's preparation to a certain extent. Silva straight at Alonso. Here's Kante. On by Morata to Hazard. Neatly done by the Spaniard to the Belgian. Fabregas. There's Bakayoko. Rudiger to N'Golo Kante, but that was sloppy. Leroy Sané can bring it forward. Gabriel Jesus on his way forward to join in, and Rudiger. Bakayoko had responded well, and then Rudiger there to assist him.
That's the balance that Chelsea have got. You've got Kante giving the ball away, getting caught, and then you've got Bakayoko that covers for him. Normally that's Kante doing that job. They've got two in there that can actually do that.
Ederson was out there confidently. He's made a really good start, hasn't he, as the goalkeeper for Manchester City. 5 successive clean sheets, and he's also got that distribution and calmness that Guardiola teams thrive upon.
He's very brave as well, as we know. Instant with Mane earlier in the season, came back quickly from that. Cahill just late here. He's coming out to Silva because he's in that little pocket just in front of the defence where he's really effective for City.
City have sent Otamendi and Stones forward for the free kick, with De Bruyne and Silva over the ball. Lifted in by Kevin De Bruyne, but it's unlike him, Glenn.
Yeah, they decided not to put it in direct. They've made the little touch and set so they can, the strikers and the centre-halves can get their time in for their runs, but he's overhit it.
8 o'clock with Jake along with Stephen, Frank and Rio on 1HD, 4K UHD, and there's another Premier League match for you tomorrow, Arsenal-Brighton, and the coverage starts at 11:30, 1HD and 4K UHD.
I think it's important for City to get De Bruyne or
defending there from the German in succession. De Bruyne looks to float it up towards John Stones, who's still up from the previous set piece. He wins the header, but he puts it behind. It's a goal kick. Stones is down. I think he's just winded slightly.
Well, there's a better ball in from De Bruyne. The first corner was cleared. He receives it here, thinks it into the back. John Stones gets up well, just couldn't quite find the target. Good battle against Rudiger.
Seeing the replay there, it's interesting to watch the expressions on the faces of the Chelsea fans. They looked a bit sort of nonplussed, didn't they? Stones is still down, receiving a little bit of treatment. It's Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0. Just the way Stones landed, really. I think he's going to be okay. Possibly his wrist, looks like, David, being cradled in the hands of one of the physios there.
Yeah, just whether he landed on it awkwardly, it appeared so. They won't want him to come off, that's for sure.
Not with Vincent Kompany, still out, injured. Calf problem for the skipper, whose injury problems seem never-ending. Stones has featured in all 9 games for City in all competitions this season. That includes 8 starts. Came on as a substitute in the Premier League game against Bournemouth. 2 goals as well in the Champions League against Feyenoord, your old club, David.
Yeah, I think Feyenoord showed him a little bit too much respect, really. Slightly in awe of City. I'm sure they want to put up a better display the next return leg, that's for sure.
Back and underway. Stones is still off the pitch getting treatment, and Chelsea have lost it high up the field to City again. Sterling into the area, right side. He's got Cahill and Fabregas there fighting to win the ball back, but even with 10 men at the moment, City are just pinning the home side back, and they're really struggling to get out of their own half, Chelsea. John Stones, just to let you know, is still off the field behind Thibaut Courtois' goal, getting treatment. He's had his right wrist bandaged, and he's back on the field of play now. 21.5 minutes gone, still goalless at Stamford Bridge.
I mean, what I would say is the City wingers, Sane and Sterling, had the ball really, really deep and actually haven't done that well with it. Sterling there trying to get a shot off, it wasn't really on to do so. Another poor cross just before that. Leroy Sane as well, when he's broken, hasn't quite made the most of it.
No, although City as a whole are functioning incredibly well in the way that they're playing the ball about and pinning Chelsea back. I think you're right that the front 3 as a trio haven't really been able to link up properly yet. They've not created any real clear-cut chances themselves, has they, in terms of their attacking play?
Well, look, Sterling has kind of come of age, really. He's starting to score goals. He's the second top scorer at the minute. But sometimes his end product, you do question, does he make the right decision? And today he hasn't so far.
So despite the fact that City are bossing the territory and the possession, it's still Chelsea who've had the best opportunity of this match. Alvaro Moratas in the early stages just finding some space at the near post, and N'Golo Kante's cross. He tried to flick it towards the far post, and it just went across goal and ended up going wide. Free kick has been given City's way here. Foul by Bakayoko on Gabriel Jesus. City work their way into the Chelsea half, and that's another very obvious foul conceded by Azpilicueta up against Fabian Delph. So, as David predicted, yeah, the wide men for City are absolutely the ones pinning the Chelsea wing-backs back. Conte would have known this would happen, and that's why he picked Azpilicueta instead of Victor Moses.
Absolutely. The only thing is, like, who's the bravest? You really not worry about them and let them worry about you. But at the minute, obviously Chelsea, I feel, are set up in a defensive style, so they are going to go with those wingers. It does mean that 3 becomes a 5. It means you're outnumbered in midfield and you concede possession. I think Antonio Conte probably is happy with that.
It's one of the intriguing nuances of the Premier League, the way the different managers approach things. We have these superstar coaches from all over Europe and the rest of the world these days. You've got the likes of Guardiola and Wenger, who really just don't want to compromise the way that they see the game being played, and then you have Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho are quite happy to change their style to try and negate those skills of the opposition. Now Sane coming forward, trying to pull it back towards Silva on the edge of the area. He was in space as well, David Silva. It was just behind him. The attack breaks down and Chelsea can come forward with Hazard down the right-hand side, but he's surrounded by players in purple very quickly. He didn't really have the options, and the ball's gone out of play off the City shirted defender, and out for a throw-in.
I think that's what he's saying there, isn't he, Hazard? He's saying, look, like, no options, but that's because Chelsea are so deep and they're pegged back when they do win it. Really, there's only Morata and Hazard breaking forward again into that space that Delph vacates.
Down the line, the throw went for Chelsea, and Morata really has done well just to get his side up the pitch and win another throw-in. Good hold-up play. It came off the defender who was with him, and it's Chelsea's throw on the far side, the right-hand side, 15 yards or so away from the byline. Azpilicueta finds the head of Hazard. It goes back to the Spanish defender, who finds Kante. Not sure what Kante was trying to do there. Chelsea have kept it though, and the delivery in is a good one from Rudiger, almost found Morata, and then the shot from Kante, and it's not clear yet. Bakayoko is up there, tries to pull it back for Morata, and it's cleared away and behind for a corner. Not sure about the goalkeeping there from Ederson. He made a bit of a hash of Azpilicueta's shot, taken the corner quickly. They pulled it back actually, and then the delivery came in. Again, he was looking for Morata, but Ederson off his line well came to claim it. And City not messing, they're on their bike again. De Bruyne slides it to Sterling! Right across goal. Jesus and Silva both in there. Neither could get on the end of it. It would have been a tap-in.
Well, what did I say a minute ago? His end product lets you down, Raheem Sterling. And he's clear in there. He's got two players to aim for, and over hits the cross. It's just not good enough. See Guardiola getting really frustrated. He had David Silva over. He's just got to put that on the ground. That's attacking. I mean, a lightning quick break, wasn't it? From one end to the other, but Raheem Sterling has been levelled at him, and they're just still there. That his end product just lets you down.
Can't complain about his goals record this year. Sterling has got 6 already this season, 5 of them in the Premier League, 6 goals in 8 appearances in the season, and 5 goals in his last 4 Premier League games. But I suppose that doesn't say a lot about the standard of his crossing. And Morata, oh, he's wonderful. He's had Stones there for breakfast, and he's got to the byline, and a combination of Walker and Stones, who just got back towards him, have smuggled the ball out of play for a corner. It's wonderful for Morata. Great feet. John Stones turned inside out. Kyle Walker gets him out of trouble. It's a corner to Chelsea.
Magnificent for Morata, wasn't it? Great feet, but that's what Walker gives you that pace to get back and recover.
Fabregas with the corner from the right-hand side into the area, and it's Stones who heads it away. Alonso to Hazard. Hazard tries to switch the play from left to right inside the City half, and Azpilicueta plays the ball down the line to Rudiger, who's still up from the previous set piece. And interesting that pretty much every City defender knew he was offside, because as soon as the ball was played, they stopped. The official's flag went up.
Here's this counter-attack. Look, Sterling is clean in. He's got Jesus and Silva in the box. Just got to keep it on the ground, really. It's a tap-in just over here. Really, really poor delivery.
Too much pace on it. If he'd slid it along the ground, he could have put it in exactly the same trajectory that he did. But, too much pace, and it was gone before either of the other two attackers could get on the end of it.
Well, look, if that was David Silva, he would have found Sterling like he did last week. You know, that's the difference, I feel. Particularly when the balls are wide with Sterling.
28 minutes gone. A really enthralling, pulsating game, but it remains goalless. Fernandinho to Silva, to Sane, tries to slip it inside to Silva, who's in the area. Gets the shot away from a tight angle, and Courtois has to beat it away at his near post.
Super, wasn't it, there from Sane and Silva? Great link up.
Down they come, on the left-hand side again, City. This time Chelsea managed to get the ball away, and Fabregas gives it to Kante. His goal side of Delph. Wide on the right-hand side is Hazard. City have got numbers back now, so much so that Hazard puts his foot on the ball, and then we're talking body language earlier, once more spreads his arms as if to say, what are my options? I can't see anything. Wide to Kante, and once more he does it. A little dinked ball over the top, and that was training ground stuff from Eden Hazard there, and that could be indicative of a level of frustration, as he's twice there, David, held his arms out while in possession of the ball, as if to say, I haven't got enough going on in front of me to be able to do something with this ball.
Well, look, City have got the pace to get back, haven't they? They're able to recover really, really quickly. Chelsea, if you look at them, you know, they've got Hazard, Morata's already up there. They don't quite have the same pace that City have. It's a lot of ground they've got to make up, and at the minute they just can't do it.
It's the only player we've seen thus far who has really been able to get forward on a semi-regular basis to support Morata and Hazard has been Kante. We know that he's always full of running. Nobody else has been able to do that. Now De Bruyne gets goal side and back at Yoko on the right-hand side and whips another cross in. This one is along the ground, and Christensen is across the front of his man. Safety first, it's away and it's behind, and it's a corner on the City right, the near side. So De Bruyne will take it, raises one arm in the air and whips it in towards the centre of the 6-yard box, and Otamendi is up and he's not happy with the header. Managed to get a decent contact. Actually did really get across his man into space, didn't he? Didn't do as well as he should have done, and thumps the turf in frustration afterwards.
Well, Chelsea mark completely different to City. Chelsea man for man, City mark zonally, and they put Eden Hazard 10 yards from the taker there because they want that ball to go really high. It just gives Chelsea a better chance to defend it. Obviously Stones, Otamendi being deadly from set pieces. You can see why they put Hazard 10 yards away.
Here is Hazard now in an attacking position midway inside the City half. It's forced to go backwards, gives it to Azpilicueta, who then gives it back to Christensen in his own half, to Fabregas. Back it comes again into the Chelsea half. Cahill turns one way and the other, but again doesn't really have the blue shirts in front of him. So Rudiger decides he's going to carry it out of defence. He's got almost 5 men around him, and in the end it's lobbed out of play by Gary Cahill, who was looking for Alonso on the near side. It's a City throw, and Chelsea are being well and truly stymied by City at the moment. Antonio Conte's on the touchline, looking as dapper as ever. He's clapping his hands, trying to urge his team forward, even though Cahill made the mistake. He was saying, you know, don't worry about it, keep going, you're doing the right thing.
Well, look, if I look at their bench, Chelsea, they've got a lot of pace on it. I just wonder at some point we might need to see that in Willian, in Moses, Pedro. At the minute, they're just lacking that speed, really, to keep up defensively and offensively with City.
Chelsea were the only team to do the double over City last season, as City actually go direct for once, looking for the run of Sterling and straight out of play for a goal kick. Yeah, the only side to do a double. They won this match, corresponding fixture at Stamford Bridge in April, 2-1. Eden Hazard scored both the goals. Hazard also scored in a 3-1 victory at the Etihad Stadium. So Chelsea certainly have the sign over City at the moment. Only lost one of the last 7 at Stamford Bridge between these two sides. So a long ball tries to pick out Sterling on the far side, the right hand. He was switching it there, David Silva from left to right. Sterling's fullback came off the knee of one of the Chelsea defenders. It could have gone anywhere. Chelsea were lucky it came their way, and they clear their lines up to halfway.
Super ball, wasn't it? David Silva just received on this sort of left pocket, really lovely diagonal pass. Again, Sterling though has to make a better connection.
Alvaro Morata has just signalled that he has to come off, so Chelsea are already struggling in this game and things are going to get worse. Just saw it, just in the middle of play, he turned round and he signalled to the bench and he did the little rolling of the hand as if to say, I've had enough. He's going off, he's just reaching for his left hamstring, I think, there, but he immediately knew that his race was run, so all kinds of problems now then for Antonio Conte. You'd think, David, the obvious substitution would be Batshuayi.
Yeah, you think so. I mean, Morata's done that very, very quickly. I doubt actually they've had time for Batshuayi to get ready.
Well, he won't have warmed up now. There's a bit of a discussion on the touchline. Conte's there with a physio. I think Conte might be saying to Morata, is there no chance you could give it a run? And he's not. He's straight off, and he's straight down the tunnel. So, £60 million man who scored the first Chelsea hat-trick for 3 years last weekend is off, and it's not Batshuayi coming on, it's Willian.
Well, we did speak about that pace they've been lacking, but I tell you what, that's the quickest I've seen a player put his hand up to say he's injured and then actually get off the pitch. That was record time. It must have been less than a minute. I think Willian will give them that extra bit of pace that they've been lacking.
Ever had many discussions like that with your manager and a physio on a touchline when they're trying to say to you, come on David, how do you fancy giving it another couple of minutes or so?
Well, you'd think, look, you'd say keep going or even go down. It just gives you a bit of time actually to get somebody ready, but he just put his hand up and then just walked off. And, you know, City actually did well to put the ball out, so they didn't need to.
It was one of those odd moments where the ball kind of wasn't near Morata when he made the first signal, and then City played it back towards him. I think they became a bit confused as to why he was just standing idly in the middle of the pitch, not influencing play, and they realised what was going on. Ball is back in action now. Got just under 10 minutes to go until the break. Still Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0. Stones to Otamendi, who just advances forward 10 yards over halfway. Here's Fernandinho, hardly seen him on the ball. He's happy to just sit in that pocket deep in the midfield and only get involved really when Chelsea are coming forward. Otherwise he leaves the work with the ball to the men around him. This man in particular, Silva. Vice captain these days, due to the absence of Vincent Kompany. David Silva it is who wears the armband this afternoon. Here he is with the ball once more inside the centre circle. Stones to Walker. Fernandinho forward to the left-hand side, and Sane. Rudiger comes with him, and Sane gets away from him.